Hello students, my name is Manish. Today we are going to learn about sum of numbers. So in this chapter we'll learn how to add different numbers. So let's look at this. Let's break down these two terms first, sum and the numbers. Numbers are different type of numbers which I'll explain you, and the sum is just adding those numbers. Okay. So to start with, let's start what the numbers are. So we have studied in the past about the odd number, even number, the natural numbers. So let's just recap this. Odd numbers are all the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it starts from 1 and the alternate number after that. Even numbers are starting from 2 and then the alternate number starting after that. So it's 2, 4, 6, and 10 and so on. And the natural numbers are starts from 1 and goes all the way to infinity. So natural number is a combination of the odd number, the even number. So we know about these numbers, but now let's look at the sum of these, how to do sum of these numbers. So basically sum is very simple. If you will take some example here. So if you look at the example sum, it's very simple, right? So on the screen you see 1 plus 2 plus 3. So we are adding first three natural numbers. So it's simple, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. Now we are in the second example, we are adding few odd numbers. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9. So answer is 9. Now we are adding few even numbers, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12. So it's very simple. But this remains simple only if the numbers which are adding is like 3 or 4 numbers. But what if the situation is different? So let's take a look at the example. So if you look at this example which is on the screen, here we want to add few odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 all the way till 19. If we do this, this is possible, but it's a tedious task and we can also make mistake here. Same thing if you look at the next example of the even number, it's 2, 4, 6, 8 all the way to 20. If you can if we start adding 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 and so on, is going to take time and we can also make mistake. And again for the natural numbers starting from 1 to 20, if you want to add all the number manually, is going to take, we will definitely make mistakes somewhere, or if we don't make mistake, it's going to take good amount of time. So let's look at the shortcut now, and we'll look at the trick here, and later on we will look at few examples, and after that we'll look at the formula which can be used to solve these problems. Okay, so here the simple way to find the answer is just count how many numbers are there. So if I start from 1 to 19, these are 10 odd numbers starting from 1 and all the consecutive odd numbers. So the trick is very simple, multiply 10 into 10, which is 100. So you just need to count how many odd numbers we are adding starting from 1, and it has to be the consecutive odd numbers, and just multiply that number, make a square of those numbers. So 10 into 10, 100. In case of even number, it's a very similar logic. The count the numbers here, 2 to 20, we have 10 even numbers, so we have to do 10 into, but in case of even number, it has to be incremental. So if it is 10, this is 11. Whatever number here we have the first term, the second number is incremental number. So 10 into 11, which is 110 here. Now let's look at the natural number. These are 20 natural numbers. So out of these 20 natural numbers, we have 10 odd numbers and the 10 even numbers. So what we can do is we can do sum of 10 odd numbers, sum of 10 even numbers, and the answer will get it. So sum of 10 odd numbers is 100, sum of 10 even number is 110, and the sum of these two is 210. So if we look at the logic, for the odd numbers, we have to do same number twice, 10 into 10 in this example. For the even number, 10 into 11 in this example, because they're 10 even numbers. And for the first 20 natural numbers, we broke in odd plus even. So first 10 odd number is 100, first 10 even number is 110 and 210. Okay, we'll take few more examples and then we'll jump to the formula. Okay, now let's look at this example of odd number. So we are adding odd number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you give a try, the answer would be 6 into 6, which is 36. For even number, these are 6 even number. The answer would be 6 into 7, which is equal to 42. Let's take a look at another example here. For 30 odd numbers, the answer is 30 into 30 is equal to 900. For first 30 even numbers, so when we say first 30 odd and first 30 even, starting from 1 for the odd number and starting from 2 for the even number. Okay, so for the first 30 even number, 30 into 31, because it's a even number, the next number is an incremental number. The answer is 930. Okay, the another example, the quick one, sum of odd numbers between 1 and 100. So between 1 and 100, 1 and 100 is a natural number, and out of 100 natural numbers, the odd numbers are 50 and the even numbers are 50. So what it means is we have to do the sum of first 50 odd numbers as we did for first 30 odd numbers. So answer will be 50 into 50, which is 2500, and sum of even numbers between 1 and 100. So very similar to odd number, it's 50 even number, so 50 into 51. So I'm repeating again, in case of even number, the second term becomes incremental. Okay, and the answer will be 2550. So these are few examples of odd and even number. So for odd number, the square of the number, and the even number, the second term becomes incremental. Okay, here. Okay, so let me make sure that it's a little bigger for you to understand. Okay, so sum of odd numbers. So here in this case, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. There are 6 numbers, so n becomes 6 because we are multiplying 6 into 6. It means n into n. So the formula is n square. Okay, so for odd number, the formula is n square. For the even number, the n is equal to 6 because there are 6 even numbers. We are doing 6 into 7. What it means is if you break 7 in terms of n, it's n is 6 plus 1. What it means is 6 into 6 plus 1. Here n is 6, so n into n plus 1. So formula is n into n plus 1. So for odd numbers, the formula is n square. For the even number, the formula is n into n plus 1. Now look at the natural numbers, first 12 natural numbers. So n is 12. As I explained before, we can do 6 odd numbers plus 6 even numbers. Now 6 odd number is 6 into 6, 6 is even number is 6 into 7, 6 common, in bracket 6 plus 7. Now because n is 12, we want to break everything in terms of 12. So it's here 6 into 13. Now if we break in terms of 12, 6 becomes 12 upon 2 and 13 becomes 12 upon 1. What it means is n upon 2 and n plus 1. So if you convert into the formula is n into n plus 1 upon 2. So basically there are three formulas. For odd numbers it's n square, for even number it's n into n plus 1, and for natural numbers is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Basically if you look at even number and the natural number, whatever we get for the natural number, it's just divided by 2. Okay, so using these three formula, we can find the sum of odd number, even number, and natural number. The thumb rule is the number has to be the consecutive number. So odd number should start from 1, it has to be consecutive. The even number should start from 2, has to be consecutive, and natural number starts from 1 and has to be consecutive. So let's use this formula, try to solve all the problems. If you find any problem, please comment in the comment box, or there's an email address given here, so you can email me as well. Thank you.